What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP, and this is my co-host, Josh.
Hey, everyone.
And welcome back to another episode of the FilmBros podcast. Okay. So, got a couple heavy news, all right? Some heavy stuff. Our first two topics are pretty heavy, so if you guys want to have the conversation, keep listening. It's going to get a little edgy here. All right, we're going to not shy away from these topics because I think every single topic needs the conversation, Josh. I just think, obviously things are very delicate and we're in a very delicate time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, you can't say something, you can't throw a word out in the air and not offend somebody nowadays. You know what I mean? It's just
times are tough. Yeah,
it's a tough time. But we're going to start with an easy, hard topic. And the first one is the SAG, AFTRA, what's it called? They will be going on strike pretty soon. So a couple days ago, we had told you guys that they basically extended the deadline. We had the writer's strike. There was a deadline that needed to be met by July 1st. They wound up saying, we can't make up a deal. And we don't want the directors and we don't want the actors and actresses to go on strike. Yeah. So they decided to extend said deadline and they pushed it all the way to July 12th. So right now we are in the hot seat. It is currently July 11th. Tomorrow is the deadline.
Yeah.
And it seems like we have gotten no closer to a deal.
Like nothing within the past 2 weeks, honestly.
Yeah. Well, actually, according to some insiders, there was good plans. Apparently there was a good deal. Apparently they were this close to coming in agreement and announcing it by Monday, July 10th. But sometime in the afternoon, on Monday afternoon, all negotiations just fell apart. So they are very, very skeptical that anything is going to come out by Wednesday, July 12th. And everybody is already preparing for a strike. All actors, all actresses. Now, if you guys didn't catch our old episode, what this means, okay, there was a writer's strike already, which movies and TV shows were already hurting at the time.
Yeah.
Because that's why they're bringing a lot of unscripted television back. We're getting Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. We're getting a couple more Judge shows coming up because the writer's strike, they're refusing to give them, they're refusing to not use AI as a tool. They want to use it as a script building measure altogether. Just pump it into AI, bring out a movie. Writers are like, well, then we're going to be out of the job.
Yeah.
Also, writers aren't getting money for streaming. They don't feel like they're being paid fairly, which, let's be honest, they're not. They're being overworked. There's not enough writers in the writer's room. So there's a lot of things that they're asking for that they're not seeing eye to eye with. Now, if the actress and actors guild basically goes on strike, right after that is going to be the directors guild.
Yeah.
Now, what does it mean if the actors go on strike? That means you get no movies.
It means everything is coming to a stop.
You get no movies. They're not allowed to film. Right now, they're in the middle of Deadpool 3. They're in the middle of what other movies are in production as of right now? Gladiator's in production. Ghostbusters is in production. There's so many
all of next year's movies.
MCU movies are in production as of right now too. So there's Captain America. There's so many movies right now that are in production that will have to completely halt. Nobody can make a movie in Hollywood until something is found. On top of that, appearances. Actors and actresses are not allowed to go on talk shows, podcasts, promote the movie. Barbie and Oppenheimer is coming out pretty soon. If this falls through, you will not be seeing Margot Robbie promoting their movie. You will not be seeing Tom Cruise promoting Mission Impossible.
Cecilian
Murphy. Everything will come to a dramatic halt, and Hollywood will stand still, and all the lights will shut off. And we are so close to doomsday, Josh. With all this information, it's kind of overwhelming. You have movies in the pipeline, Across the Spider-Verse is in the pipeline. It's Beyond the Spider-Verse is supposed to come out next year. Is this concerning news? I know for me, it gives me a knot.
We are a film podcast. This should be scaring the shit out of both of us.
Low-key, I got a knot in my stomach.
It's bad. This is fucking bad.
We just started.
This is terrible shit, dude. We know what movies we know what happens to movies when it's affected by a writer's strike. That's said and done. That's in the past. Imagine what movies will get post this. Like I can imagine them being shit, but imagine like with also shit acting.
We're talking Black Adam shit or Morbius shit.
A mixture of both.
Oh, fuck.
I would imagine.
Like if they had a baby?
Like if they had a baby and that baby was ugly, then you threw it in a river and it somehow manifested into something uglier. Something like that.
Are you describing the plot of Batman Returns?
No. But like this is really bad. This is no, this is not a good look for Hollywood right now. But even more so for the big heads of running these companies. This does not look good for them either. Because now, I'm telling you, they're going to break, dude. They should have broken a long time ago. They're going to break. They're going to be the first ones to accept that they lost.
Yep. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are saying it's a sobering sign that they're not going to find any deal. They're going to have to join the writer strike, telling Variety that to reach a deal by Wednesday would take a miracle at this point. That is what's being told. It's tomorrow. There needs to be a Hail Mary throw by tonight or an extension. And if they say, you know what, we gave you guys an extension, we didn't get anything. How many times are you going to keep extending just to buy some time?
That's
and
like that's like when the government, well, I guess the government runs out of money or whatever. So they're like, oh, to extend a certain period of time where we just no spending or whatever. Yeah. That's fucking scary, though. God, the amount of movies that are gonna fucking. That's it. I'm gonna have to intervene or something. we gonna have to be the median because this is not. They're fucking with what I love now. Like if you think I rewatch movies all the time, imagine the shit I'm gonna be rewatching because this is fucking me up. Like these movies are not gonna the movies that I'm looking forward to are gonna actively tank. 2023, the last gems of cinema before everyone calls it quits. Mm-hmm. So it's fucking scary.
It is a scary
cinema
sign.
Was on the rise and I was coming back and like, oh my god.
And now it's not a pandemic that's holding it back. It's their own producers. It's the own people that write these checks that submit it out and that are refusing to pay these writers.
Straight fumbling.
And it's not even the actors and the directors have no say in this at all. Like this doesn't affect them. This is just the writers. They're gonna stand in solidarity with the writers.
Exactly.
Because if they're not getting paid, I mean, let's be honest. Writers, screenplays, actors, directors, movie release. It's a fucking train. And if the writers, the very first people on the line who, are told write this script, bring it to us. You gotta pay your people, man.
This is what I'm talking about, though. This is what I'm talking about. The little man that they collectively step on gets tired of being stepped on at some point. I'm telling you, always look out for your little man. The little man that you need, because he is a valuable stepping stone, as you see here.
Yeah, you can don't get me wrong. Everybody plays a vital function.
Yes,
and for them to, especially the writers, bro, for them to be like, yeah, man, we don't really need you guys. Technology's taking off. It's like, well, what about the 100+ years of us writing for you guys all this time? Now a computer can do it. You're going to toss this to the side? That doesn't make zero sense. You've been getting compelling stories from people for 100+ years. There is no reason for them to just go, you know what? Technology could do it better.
Yeah, no.
They might have some ideas that humans can't think of.
And think about it also, because we've seen it happen. Actors can be replaced. Directors can be replaced. Writers are the ones that develop all that shit, so that way the directors can be replaced or if they need to be.
Well, writers can be replaced as
They're
well.
They're swapped out, but I highly doubt you've ever heard of writers it's very rare when writers walk off of a movie. You know what I mean? Or a show. Like the Avatar OG writers when they walked off Netflix. Like, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Because that shit doesn't happen. But again, that's just clashing with Netflix.
Yeah. And we have another story down the road about a writer who walked off of set, and they're in the middle of replacing, but there's still a strike going on, so that's why I put it a little bit further back. But it's the hard pill to swallow to know that, yeah, like, we're probably not gonna get any of this news anymore, and we're gonna have to figure out new content for you guys.
Holy fuck.
And we will. I'm on it. I am working on it as we speak. But hopefully they find a solution. Hopefully we don't go down this dark path where, you know, Hollywood is just going to be completely dead.
Yeah.
No promotion for movies, nothing. I mean, I honestly believe movies are taking a hit as it is with promotion because of no late night talk shows. I feel like a majority of like older audiences use late night talk show hosts and shows to like get their information of what's coming, what's happening now, stuff like that. And them just, I mean, we have us who, you know, we have the internet. We'll find them on podcasts.
Yes.
If you're on a podcast, if you're talking here, talking there, we're going to find you. Not a lot of people care for that. A lot of people care for it, but not a certain demographic doesn't care for that. They get their stuff from TV. They still have people who still have cable still get their information from late night talk shows.
Basically.
And cable's still a booming thing. So
Jimmy Fallon. How is SNL gonna like you know what I mean? SNL's been going on for how many years? Like, how are they functioning? Like, what are they doing over there?
Well, they just keep replacing writers, getting fresh talent. SNL is basically like the launching pad for a lot of people's careers. They start off there, do comedy bits, and
but
eventually
aren't they also taking a hit right now?
Well, yeah, they're on pause. There's no SNL right now because the writers aren't there to write.
Just reruns.
It's a hard spot, but we'll keep you guys updated. By the time you guys hear this episode, it'll be past Wednesday, but by the following week, we'll have an update for you guys, and we'll talk about it then. Moving on though, a little bit political side, or, you know, depending on which side of the field you sit on, Jack White slamming multiple actors, multiple TV personalities for shaking hands with Donald Trump at UFC Fight Night. So Jack White, he's right here. He's the lead singer of the White Stripes. If you don't know what song the White Stripes sing, I'm gonna go ahead and
don't do it.
It's a few chords. You're gonna already get it off the bat. It's the one that goes boom, 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 boom. Yes. Yeah, that one.
Everyone knows that one.
Yeah, exactly. That is super easy. He basically goes on Instagram and slams everybody who basically said what's up to Donald Trump during the fight. I don't know if you wound up seeing that clip.
Oh yeah, where he was like being investigated by the FBI, but he was on that. They shown him on camera at the UFC fight.
At the UFC fight. And you know, a lot of people, it's still baffling. You know, he's going through that whole thing with that ex-porn star who, you know, is suing him for defamation and all that stuff. And then we're having another bigger issue where supposedly he stole classified documentation and whatever from the White House. So he takes to Instagram and basically says, anybody who normalizes or treats this disgusting, fascist, racist, con man, disgusting piece of shit Trump with any level of respect is also disgusting in my book. Saying that Joe Rogan, Guy Fieri, Mark Wahlberg, Mel Gibson are all disgusting. Saying that's you, Joe Rogan, you, Mel Gibson, you, Mark Wahlberg, you, Guy Fieri. This is a statement from me, not a discussion/debate. Now, on face value, you guys are like, well, why do we give a shit what the musician from the White Stripe says? Well, this is where, you know, a little bit of conspiracy theories and stuff like that come into play, which we're not going to bring up. You know, a lot of people have strong feelings about, you know, Trump's connections and whatever. I personally, I was more surprised at the fact that he showed up at the UFC fight, you know, being under investigation and everything. You just kind of see that as Trump don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Me personally, my position on all that, whatever Trump did is not up for discussion. We're a film podcast. I just wanted to mostly indicate and show, you know, how easy it is to be looked at in a negative fashion for something so little as shaking the hand of a former president who is being, you know, investigated, and somebody who just comes out and just slams all these people, says Mark Wahlberg is also a racist and a fascist. It's like, I mean, their political ideology shouldn't really matter. That's how we get a lot of canceled culture, right? Where we get somebody who speaks out, and maybe somebody who's just a fan of Trump is canceled because of the fact that they just say hi. And I personally don't like that kind of stuff, and that's why I'm kind of like, well, I personally think that it's wrong for the White Stripes to go, or the lead singer to go out and put these people on blast on Instagram for, what if somebody came up to him and was like, well, you're a racist, fascist piece of shit for liking the things that you like. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I find that kind of funny. It's just so random. Such random beef that goes on.
It is. It's very random.
I mean, yeah, seeing Trump there while he was under investigation by the FBI was also very boggling, because you're just like, what the fuck? While they investigate him, he's just able to be out fucking freely. Like, I thought that shit was weird. As far as everything else, though, actors can do almost whatever the fuck they want, as long as it isn't harming anyone, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to shake the hands of that man, it's up to them. Yeah, we can't really or refute that. Like I know I would never, but like if they want to do it, cool.
Yeah, and that's kind of my thing too. If Jack White would never say hi to this man or anything like that, let it be that way.
Exactly.
Why are you worried about
what
Mark Wahlberg and them are doing? Like, were you at the fight? Why don't you worry about whether or not you were in the fight with them or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Haven't heard a hit from him in a while.
What a random ass Guy Fieri. Like, what were they cooking there? What the fuck?
Yeah, there was a lot of
random ass people there.
Like a lot of celebrities there, like a good chunk. I think Logan Paul was there.
Logan Paul's always shows up,
and they're going through their own struggle with the whole Prime thing. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did hear about that.
Because
of high levels of caffeine.
Yeah,
that shit's funny.
Yeah,
he's like, it's healthy, and I'm like, well, at least caffeine levels don't say that. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's funny.
And in the middle of all this, he posts a picture of him proposing to his girl. Yeah, you seen that?
To most likely cover the press.
Exactly. Very funny stuff. But yeah, Jack White out here slamming all these actors and actresses. Pretty soon won't have to worry about that, because it sounds like we're going to be hitting a dry spell regardless. But a movie that is in development hell and is on a dry spell right now is Kevin Hart's Borderlands movie. Now,
oh yeah, I totally forgot that was a thing.
Yeah. So this movie has been bagged since early 2021. I believe the filming was wrapped up. Now, Eli Roth is supposed to be the director of this movie. But it hit its first hiccup when, they called everybody back for reshoots to reshoot some action scenes, and Eli Roth could not make those because he was already in the middle of his production of his new horror movie called Thanksgiving.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's going to come out around Thanksgiving. Wound up having to leave, and they wound up getting Tim Miller, the director of the first Deadpool, to come in and do those reshoots of the action scenes.
Yeah.
For the movie. Now, a lot of people had some skepticism with that, but I kind of, if you've seen the Borderlands game and you've seen kind of Eli Roth style, I don't know if you've seen like The Book of Eli and what was the movie that he made? I think he made Legion as well. If you see the kind of movies he makes, it's more dark, gritty, mythological kind of stuff. And though that seems good for the Borderlands movie, action-wise, if you've seen his action, it's more hand-to-hand, gritty, and Borderlands is more goofy. And I feel like Tim Miller is a good person to bring on for action scenes, because if you've seen the goofiness that came in Deadpool, you know what he's going to bring to the table. So that was one of the first sags that wound up happening. One of the first. Now we're hearing, like I said earlier, that a writer is now walking off from the project. His name is Craig Mason. Now you wonder why, if the film is tagged, bagged, and ready to go, why is the writer removing his name from the movie altogether?
Yeah.
That's because reshoots, rewrites are happening. A lot of people are speculating that he's not happy with the final revision of the script that was made before the writer's strike happened. And refuses to have his name put on. I don't know the significance or how big of a change these rewrites or reshoots are. But a writer walking off, and another director having to come in and finish a movie that should have been done back in early 2021 has to say a lot of trouble is coming.
It's gonna be a big mess. This movie's
gonna be shit.
Yeah, it's gonna have two clashing ideals, and then wherever the fuck the story goes, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. And it sucks too because Kevin Hart's attached to this. Kate Blanchett, she's the head girl in the Underworld films. If you remember her. Kevin Hart's obviously attached. Jack Black's attached to this. Jamie Lee Curtis is also in this movie as well.
Yeah.
Pretty stacked cast for a film that's going through development hell. Mm-hmm. Like I said, this movie's been wrapped up and shot for 2 years already, and it has not seen the light of day. Mm-hmm. Could this one be another tax write-off? Is this one going to be
I think it'll be a tax write-off.
Is this one going to be so, like, in debt to the point where, you know, they're just going to be like, damn, like, we're doing so much for this movie, it's just not working out. Maybe. Scrap it.
I don't think they're going to scrap it. I think that if anything, they're going to just put it straight to streaming, I would imagine. There's no way to promote it. People will probably get more. They'll probably get more value out of it if they just do it straight to streaming.
Get something out of nothing.
Yeah, unless Kevin Hart really puts in his own cash and like does it his own way.
And that's a possibility. There's been people who've done that. I know Tom Cruise has done that. Vin Diesel has done that with his Riddick movie. I think Ron Perlman did that at one point. So it's not
completely out the box.
Yeah, it's not out the box and it's not out of left field. But this movie's already going to be turning 3 years old and it still hasn't seen the light of day. So it's very weird, especially knowing that, like I said, that it's been wrapped up for a while.
Yeah.
And then a writer leaving during reshoots and rewrites. I mean, what did they take out that he was just like, you guys are doing too much to my script that can't be here?
You're going to have to wait and find out. That is scary to think about, though.
30 years later, the Borderlands movie has finally been released. It's going to be another Flash movie. You'll see. It's going to take like 10 years. It's going to finally release with like...
It's not beating the game adaptations.
Oh, yeah, the curse. Yeah, the curse lives on.
Yeah.
The curse is still alive and kicking. It is what it is, though. Honestly, I played Borderlands. I'm not very, like, a huge fan, but...
Never played it.
I was really interested to see where, like, the movie was going to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and especially Kevin Hart, too. Even though I know he's a one-show pony, I was interested to see what he was going to bring to this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just another failed game adaptation at this point.
You're just going to chalk it up to that?
Yeah.
That's something DOA.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that fucking sucks. But moving on, though, we were hearing for a while that Deadpool 3 is going to be using a lot of time travel shenanigans, that apparently we're going to be seeing Cable's time travel machine. We're going to be seeing the TBA.
Yeah.
We're going to be seeing Mobius at one point. One person that everybody was speculating was Josh Brolin to come in as Cable as well.
Mm.
But it seems like an insider is saying that that's not going to happen, but we will be seeing him within the MCU sometime later on. And this is coming from a Twitter scooper called My Time to Shine Hello, saying that though he is not in Deadpool 3, that he will be in another time travel movie that will use Cable's abilities in that movie. So Josh Brolin we're hearing that Josh Brolin will come back as Cable. A lot of people were like, well, Marvel's not going to do that because he played Thanos and whatever. But you don't know that Josh Brolin played Thanos unless, you know what I mean?
He doesn't look like Josh Brolin.
Exactly. So it would be different if, you know, it was a different character and, you know, they just brought him back type shit. But Josh Brolin coming back as Cable within the MCU and seeing those leaks that we did, you know, the 20th Century Fox logo that was running in the dust, the Deadpool versus Wolverine stuff that was all over the internet. It already seems like it's going to be packed up with, you know, a lot of like, I guess a heavy transition period from going from Fox, being owned from Fox, to now being Disney and trying to show how Deadpool is going to make that switch. So we already know that the movie's going to have a lot going already. Josh Brolin being put into the mix is probably just going to be even more.
Yeah, that would be harder to navigate because now you have to really make him a centerpiece. And I have no doubt that Josh Brolin is also kind of expensive. I would imagine.
Well, you think that he'll ask for like double checks for coming as Thanos and now coming back as like Cable?
Well, I would imagine he gave, depending on how you feel about Thanos, he gave a good performance. And then,
Wait, what do you mean? Depending on how you feel, who is the 1% that says he fucking sucked at it?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel very inclined to be inclusive to everybody's opinions.
Okay. I mean, if you say Thanos or Josh Brolin sucked as Thanos, get your head out of your ass.
Yeah, but like I think, depending on how you feel about his Thanos and if whether or not he gave a good performance, I would imagine also breaking $1 billion for both movies also kind of puts him at the top of the list to be very expensive.
RDJ money?
Maybe not RDJ money, but like
Chris Evans
somewhere around
Captain
there.
America money.
Yeah.
You think Anthony Mackie's getting Captain America money? Maybe until he makes a few more appearances, huh?
When he's like RDJ level.
Did you hear that Elizabeth Olsen was over here saying that she doesn't keep up with the MCU?
I heard that.
And that she'll catch up to it whenever she knows she's going to come back?
Mm-hmm. Well, she said there's usually a guy for that. I guess there's someone.
Yeah, but wouldn't you, as a fan and as an actor within this universe, wouldn't you keep up with it? It's kind of like if Ryan Reynolds was like, well, I don't watch the MCU, but we're going to make a movie within the MCU and us transitioning into the MCU, but I know nothing about it. I would assume. It's the same thing with Sam Raimi when he was like, oh, yeah, I didn't watch anything. It's like, well, then why even be part of the universe? You should want to catch up and keep up with the thing that you're upkeeping, I would assume.
Maybe, to a certain extent, but it's kind of like people reading comic books versus not reading comic books.
Mm.
Like, you would expect them to do it, but if they don't do it and they still give a good performance, does it really matter?
But then that's when you get like, oh, she's not comics accurate.
Well, yeah.
They're not comics accurate.
Well, yeah, but like again, if they're killing it without the comics to be by their side, I don't think it's relevant.
No. Mm. Josh Brolin looks like somebody who would keep up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure he reads. I would imagine he'd read Cable. Like, we know John Berthal read Punisher hella.
Yeah, and I'm happy he's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
But if this strike persists, I don't know.
That's just not happening.
I don't know. But I'm excited to hear that he's coming back, at least in some kind of project. And if he's going to mingle with some people in the MCU, I'm down for that. Yeah. I actually liked him as Cable.
Yeah, he was good Cable.
Josh Brolin, man.
They got to just get him in that gold and blue suit, and that shit would go hard.
That gold and blue, that's right, the comic one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wonder why nobody made a big deal about him not having a comic accurate suit.
I have no idea.
Did you like Deadpool's suit, his new one? A lot of people are saying it's more comic accurate, too.
Well, yeah, it's just a brighter red. It's just a more vibrant red.
Brighter red, and the belt buckle's different.
Oh, yeah.
And I would say, like, the little cross guards that he has and everything, they don't look as plastic and fake. They actually look more like fabric and stuff.
Oh, but, yeah. And then his eyes.
I don't like that they shrunk his eyes. Yeah. I know it's more comic accurate because the eyes are smaller, but I kind of like the bigger white eyes that were in the first one. But I think
they were like CGI, his eyes. Right?
No.
They CGI'd him in the first one. I know that.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
the white parts were CGI. I don't know if they do it in the second one. And if they decided to go practical for this one, then...
Well, yeah, because they took an actual photo and he had white eyes, so it would have to be in the mask now.
Yeah. I wonder if he can see. Like, well.
Probably not. They probably got to tell him where to go. 100%. Like, that especially with smaller eyes, it got to be even harder to see.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Ridiculous. But, yeah, I'm excited to see Cable back. Actually hearing about all this and seeing Deadpool and all that stuff has made me have, like, a hankering to go watch the first two again. Do you think they have a lot of rewatch value? I've talked to somebody who literally told me that Deadpool movies are good, but they can't watch them again.
I think the first one does. I think the second one kind of drags on.
You think so?
Yeah. But to me, I find the second one slightly annoying and slow, only because of the kid.
The little the Mexican kid?
Yeah, the kid, and then...
Oh, the Aussie kid.
The whole X-Force team scene, I find very stupid, too. Makes it hard to watch.
It was just like an add-in gag.
Yeah, and I wasn't really I don't really vibe with that.
You don't like gags? No, that's what you think. Because I honestly, I like Deadpool 2 a little bit more than Deadpool 1. I'd say that one has more rewatch value because of those gags and everything. I really feel because I think Deadpool is the only like comic that I've actually read, and then I played the game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, like he really does do like little gags here and there and does all that stuff. So I thought it was more Deadpool-y in that one, a little bit more cartoony, I guess you could say, because that whole scene really didn't make sense to the whole overall stuff. But if you know the character, you know it makes sense in his character. So, but I would say that Deadpool 1, I got to honestly say I really like Deadpool 1 because of the villains. I really like the Gina Carano in there, and I like the other dude, the one that's coming out in Rebel Moon. I forgot his name off top. But that dude, you know who it is?
Ajax.
Ajax, yeah. He's gonna be playing.
I don't know his name, but yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing the leader in the Rebel Moon.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, I like them both, and I like their the dynamic with him and Deadpool as well. Ajax and Deadpool in that one. It's really good, very well done, and I love that whole beginning sequence where like he's getting tortured and shit like that. I really think that really showed something different when I was watching it in theaters. At least I was like, damn, this is something fresh and new, and Reynolds ain't scared of this shit. Pretty good. Yeah, but I think they have decent rewatch value.
I mean, I can rewatch it, but again, it'll just be getting past those scenes. So I think they have rewatch value.
In Deadpool 2, right? Well, but Deadpool 1,
Deadpool 1 is definitely rewatchable.
Yeah, you love that one. That was like solid. Okay. Superhero Landing. Love it too. Can't wait to see Josh Brolin come back. But somebody who Jeremy Allen White wants to see. Do you know who that is?
I do.
Who is it?
He's the bear.
All right.
He's
very
the fucking
good.
bear.
All right. If you didn't know, I was going to be very disappointed in you.
He's the bear.
All right. So Jeremy Allen White says that he has some ideas for the next season, for season 3. He says, "You know who I love and I've always loved so much is Sam Rockwell, and I feel like he would fit somehow into this world, like buddy of Richie or something, you know. I feel like he would really, I don't know. I feel like there's room for him in the Bear universe." Dubbing it as the Bear universe. Very nice. Now, if you guys don't know who Sam Rockwell is, he's your man, Justin Hammer in Iron Man 2.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys want a reference on him, I think he also comes out in like Lucky Day or something. I think it's called, or Just My Luck, and a couple other movies. But he's been in a few movies that a lot of, I guess Iron Man is a big one, and I think I think he's gonna be coming out in Brave New World as well, right? I think we heard rumors that
something like that
he might be back.
So I hope to see him in Armor Wars.
So would you like to see Sam Rockwell in the Bear universe? I think he'd play well.
Yeah.
Honestly, is Richie his brother or his cousin?
That's his cousin.
Right?
Cousin.
I was gonna say too. I think he would make good like comedy with him and his cousin.
He could be like, I think he can act real scummy. You know what I mean? Like I could see that happening.
I honestly, I think he was right on the money. I was like, he can literally be the cousin's best friend, and they could both be dirtbags or something, and it'd just be hilarious.
Because, I could.
I still haven't seen season 2, by the way.
Okay, I guess.
Are you constipated?
Oh my God, dude!
You forced one out there.
It's so fucking.
His eyes bulged.
It's fucking good. It's so good. Fucking cinema.
I know. I was in the hospital, my man.
You could have watched it in the hospital.
That would have been. I was looking for something to watch.
You could have shown your son the bear.
Nah, I don't think he's into cooking and stuff like that yet. He's getting into superheroes though. I proud dad moment. Listen up. He was actually watching Man of Steel and BVS and was actually kind of interested, and he kind of liked it. So kind of hesitant to show him Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I'm pretty sure he'll like it because of Cyborg. He really likes Cyborg and Teen Titans. So I don't know how he'll mix well with a more mature Cyborg, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, a very proud dad moment. I don't even care what anybody says.
Yeah,
I'm culturing my kid. Okay,
Sam Rockwell. That is right on the money. I could totally see him doing that. Or he could be like, if he wanted to like lead into that whole persona like he was in Iron Man 2, make him a food critic, like a harsh food critic.
A food critic, either that or like somebody running like a rival restaurant, like across the way or something like that. Oh, dude, the dynamic between him and Jeremy Allen White, that should be nice.
Yeah, right on the money. Sign this man up immediately.
Hey, if he's bringing it out to like real life, we might see him.
Yeah,
in some capacity, even if it's a little cameo.
That would be fucking cool.
I would think a cameo would be wasted potential, but
for sure. But to have him be a main player, that would be fucking sick.
Very nice. Good eye, right?
Yeah.
Moving on though, but after talking about it for a while, Josh, we've been speaking about this in a few episodes before. So if you guys haven't caught those, go catch them. But if you guys didn't know, James Cameron had seemingly confirmed that not only are we getting a sequel to Alita Battle Angel, but maybe some spin-offs. Now, he was talking to Forbes, talking about him basically giving away his ranch over there over here in California, and planning to move somewhere a little bit closer where he can make travel time, because he's saying that he's going to be working on Avatar in Wellington and Los Angeles, and on the new Alita Battle Angel films, I'll be working in Austin, so it just didn't make sense for us anymore to basically live in his old ranch that he lived in California, because he's going to have to go to Austin, Texas for Alita to go plan, pre-product, probably be a producer.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, a director if he can handle both Avatar and Alita Battle Angel. If not, Robert Rodriguez is perfect to come back. That's fine with me as well. If you guys don't know, he directed the first one, and he did a few episodes of The Mandalorian and directed a lot of episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. Don't watch that show. It's going to put a bad taste in your mouth. But I don't know, man. We're films, he said. Films.
We fucking won. We fucking did it. We speaking it into the universe. We put that into fruition. I know we did. That is so awesome. Can't wait for that shit, dude. It's been years.
We spoke about it
fucking
into
years.
Reality.
We fucking good shit.
This is good news.
We won.
Now, like I said, we might have a strike that's obviously going to put all this more back.
Yeah.
It's understandable. I get that.
Nah, man. I'm telling you. He's probably going to cook in silence.
In his room?
Mm-hmm.
As the Na'vi look over him?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be writing Alita Battle Angel?
He's going to be cooking in silence.
He's just going to be like, oh, yeah, I just had the script lying around.
As long as I don't say nothing to nobody, we'll be all right.
Hey, yeah, you know what? I will say James Cameron looks like that kind of guy. He's just like, fuck off. I'm going to do what I want. You know what I mean?
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be around forever.
It's funny when, like, older people are like that. They're just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm old.
Well, yeah, I'm sure at one point he did give a fuck, but now he's ready to pump out these movies, dog.
Well, at the same time, you got to think too, because when he was making Avatar a few years back, actually, it's been like 13 years since Avatar came out, 14 maybe. He was saying that, let's be honest, the only really big crazy hit he probably had was Titanic and Terminator as well. To be honest. Yeah, he had some hits. So, I mean, he basically put the nuts on the table and was like, bro, you ain't going to tell me how to make my movie. I'm going to make my movie the way I want to. So, I mean, he's always been that type of dude where he's going to do what he needs to do that fits his vision and for his film and what he likes. So, and very well done. Because even though he didn't direct Alita Battle Angel, you can still have
his influence.
Yeah, he has his presence, his influence within this. And Robert Rodriguez did a good job of, like, maintaining that.
Yeah. And
James Cameron as a producer probably helped keep that in check as well. So that's great.
We won. Good shit.
W.
W.
Hopefully.
Common James Cameron W.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully we don't get set back though. Hopefully with this whole strike.
Zaslav.
This impending
come to a
doom.
Fucking agreement with your people, or I'm gonna have to step in, and you don't want that.
Yeah. He's gonna boo you.
Yeah.
He's gonna boo.
Boo.
Boo David Zaslav.
And yeah, boo you.
Boo you. Boo
and
you
James Gunn. Boo you.
I boo you. Gun. Saffron. Boo.
Boo.
Moving on though. Tom Cruise as well. Giving an update on his space action film.
What a funny ass photoshopped image.
Yeah. He gives an update on his space action movie. So he said, I believe when he was promoting and talking about Dead Reckoning Part 1, this was way before the trailer, this was like right in the middle of everything, he wound up saying that Christopher McQuarrie and Edge of Tomorrow director Doug Liman were going to join together with Tom Cruise to basically put out this space action flick where Tom Cruise is not only going to star in this movie, but will actually go into space to film this movie. Now, we know Tom Cruise. He's down to do it. He's on Mission Impossible, climbed skyscrapers without harnesses, fucking rode on the side of a jet plane as it went up in the air, skydived, jumped out of planes for realsies, fought Henry Cavill, survived to tell the tale, jumping off a cliff in this new one, and parachuting to his glorious landing. Now, Christopher, like I said, Christopher McQuarrie is the Mission Impossible director, and Doug Liman is the Edge of Tomorrow director, who are going to team up to do this. He has a little video, but you're hearing all this, Josh. How does this kind of movie make you feel?
How the fuck is this going to work? Tom Cruise must be a giant-ass visionary to be like, well, we going to do this shit one way or another. Put me in a spacesuit. How the fuck? Watch, he's going to team up with Elon Musk to get his ass into space. I feel it. He's going to be like, Elon, let me borrow one of your rockets. And we'll be all right.
Tom Cruise is crazy. Elon Musk is crazy. I don't think their crazy mix is well, so I don't think that they'll be uniting crazy anytime soon. But I think that the studio is going to have to shell out one hell of a damn budget to even get them into space. I don't know.
That work.
I mean, if anybody's going to bank on a space movie with Tom Cruise in space, I think if they're going to put a name or money on a name, it will be Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Like, they are most definitely going to be like, yeah, he can deliver this shit. But here's him kind of teasing it in this little video with Variety.
When are you heading out into space for your movie with Doug Liman?
You know what? I don't know yet. You know, we've been working on it diligently, and we'll see where we go.
Very little snippet. He's been working diligently, and we'll see where they go.
What the fuck?
I mean, listen, he even put actors in actual jet planes to film scenes for Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want to be in a 3D screen. Maybe he's one of the people that would be like, oh, green screen acting is bad acting, but he doesn't want to be in that shit. He wants to be in that real live dirt. Wants to be flying that shit, cameras all over it.
Yeah,
like,
make it a fucking spectacle.
I bet you 100% he wants to film that launch as he goes into space.
I'm pretty sure.
And he's going to be filming, like, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of action sequences he could do in space. Oh, my God. The bugging numbers are endless, bro.
That sounds crazy. Good luck to Tom Cruise. Holy shit. That sounds insane.
60 years old and wanting to do this.
Yeah. Space. Tom Cruise, good luck.
Good luck, man. Good luck. Moving on, though. We do have a trailer coming up where I even said we weren't even going to get a second trailer.
You're just speaking into fruition, dog. This is the second time.
It's crazy. Yeah. So we have a second trailer.
James Gunn's listening to our podcast. He's like, I'm tired of them spitting on my name. We got to drop the trailer.
Hey, like, I'm the head of DC Studios. We're putting out one today. So we got it today, but with an interview with the rap. What's his name? Zolo? Mardueña.
I think it's Zolo.
Zolo? Mardueña. Basically on the red carpet premiere for Blue Beetle, talking about what we'll see, the cameos that we'll see within this movie. And I thought it was funny on Twitter. Somebody posted when they retweeted it and put like the caption on what the story was about. They put, quote unquote, real DC fans will know what they're looking for. But he doesn't say real DC fans. It's hilarious how people try to stir the pot. But
okay.
I'm going to show you this video and what he says.
Okay.
And cameos in there that, you know, will DC fans get any people and cameos in there that, you know, we will be surprised by?
Well, look, if you're a DC fan, this is the first time that Blue Beetle's coming to the big screen, so that's going to be amazing. And I think, of course, like any DC movie, we're going to see, it's a superhero movie. I mean, yeah.
So there's some type of cameo.
I don't know about all. I mean,
Maybe
look, you got me here. I think if you're a DC fan, there's going to be more than just one character that you recognize. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So if you're a DC fan, you'll see more
than
characters. One. Yeah. What could that mean? We're going to see Batman?
Well, we did hear
because he's a fascist.
George Lopez did say Batman was there once upon a time.
He did. It's confusing, and this is going to be the confusing part too for me, is James Gunn even said it himself, this is the first DCU character, but the first DCU film is Superman Legacy. So does that mean that
the director then came out and said that it is the first DCU movie.
And he's part of the the new DC.
Yeah.
So, are these heroes that we're gonna see in this one? Are if we see any superhero that like Aquaman, Wonder Woman, if she makes another cameo in this, movie, does that mean we're gonna see him in the new DCU, or are we just gonna be like? Is he gonna be like, no, this is not Wonder Woman. This is the new Wonder Woman, and Blue Beetle is coming over here, and he did see Wonder Woman over there, but that's not. Or is he just talk? I mean, because he kind of went, and I don't know if that's him trying to save face and be like, oh, what can we talk about or whatever, or like how can I stir like hype or whatever, or is it like we're gonna see Harcourt again?
Damn. I don't know. I want to say we'll see more Titans, but I doubt that that's gonna happen because we have nothing yet. But I don't know. I don't know who we can see other than like Ted Kord, maybe the original Blue Beetle. But that's about it.
Who's your what?
He's the OG Blue Beetle. Before Jaime.
Oh, got you. So like a little nod towards him or something. Yeah, man, I don't even know. Could see Shazam. He might have a part in this, but then I feel like we would see Zachary Levi, like social media presence buzzing, unless he's just gonna wait until a cameo or something.
I doubt it. No, this movie did kind of well about keeping things under wraps, though. I think.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really came out of it was that one scene where they did in the street and he was in his suit or whatever. Yeah. But we never really seen anything else from it.
No leaks about.
I think because nobody really gave a shit. I think the problem was more people were more worried about the Flash, where DC Studios was going to be, because James Gunn, while this was like happening, it was during like the whole transition regimes and stuff. So I think a lot of the overlooking came from trying to get bigger stories from the higher ups and the Flash and all that stuff. Yeah. And now that the Flash is over, everybody was like, well, where's Blue Beetle? Well, nobody gave a shit about Blue Beetle a second ago. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. But we did get another trailer. So if you think that we don't care, we do care. I even told you guys way back when we first saw the first trailer, though it looks kind of reminiscent as other movies, I was trying to, get past that, and hopefully we're going to get a little bit more in depth with the next trailer. And I thought we were never getting a next trailer. It's been so long. I think the movie's out in like 39 or 38 days at the time of recording this. Yeah. Now we're finally getting it. I'm expecting more. I need to see something good out of this. I need to see little nods, maybe a little bit of world building if it's in there in this trailer. Like, I need to see something that's going to really draw me in, because the first trailer didn't really do that for me. What about you? What are you expecting?
The first trailer felt generic. Again, same thing what I said about the Killers of the Flower Moon. Like, I just need it to kind of go a little bit more in depth and show me what I'm looking at.
I just want to put it out there. When the first trailer of this movie dropped, Josh was still hyped for The Flash, so he was riding the dick of this movie hard as well.
Now I'm wounded and ready to kill for this fucking movie. So
yeah. So let's go ahead and just jump right in and
see what.
Are we gonna hear the Body Yada Ya song again?
I don't think so.
No.
I hope they fucking change it. They only put that song, I bet you, because at the time it was big on TikTok.
Probably.
I'm telling you. So hopefully we got something better.
All right. Let's check it out.
Okay. I want to fly. Let's do this. Yeah!
You gotta force it to come out.
What do you... You're a genius.
Well, I know. But what I say?
No.
Did you know what was gonna happen to my brother when you stuck him with this world-destroying thing?
It's called the Scarab. I had no idea it would activate. It has to choose you.
So how do we get it to unchoose me?
Host acquired.
Who said that?
Systems tracking 3.
Okay,
2.
it's gonna be okay.
Uptown, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up down, baby.
Stop!
Host overreacting.
Overreacting? Oh, you kidnapped me!
When I hit you with that, you know.
Threat approaching. Engaging host protection.
Kick it like it's judo. And when we get in mode, I'ma dog it like I'm Cujo.
Threat eliminated.
Sorry about that! What do you think the government is gonna do when they figure out that some kid has this military tech?
We are going to change the world with the power of the scarab. It belongs to me.
Watch out! Watch out! Oh, he's pissed. Listen to me!
Uptown, baby.
You got the wrong guy! I'm a nobody! I swear!
I was down, but they see I'm up now, baby.
The world is a place to protect. I have an arsenal at my disposal.
Anything, please!
Watch and learn, Jaime.
Whoa!
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Yeah, that's more like it. That love you feel for your family makes you weak. You're wrong. My family, that's what makes me strong.
Oh, I forgot how bad it looks.
Target the family.
Sorry, my mom.
Jaime?
You are a superhero, cabron.
Y'all take shots, y'all aim up. Whoa!
You're the Blue Beetle. I could use that arsenal right about now.
Thought you'd never ask.
Hell yeah. They've been trying to stop the way, but the way don't stop. Bust it down, bust it down. Nana.
I advise we back away.
Uptown, I was down, but they see I'm up now.
I still kind of enjoy that they do that.
The comic books
They
at the end.
show comic books to new people.
Might as well do that. That's pretty good. I think their comics are dying, huh?
No, they're doing pretty good.
I think physical copies of comics are dying.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I have them all on my phone.
Yeah.
Like I have the app. I pay the $10. It's fine.
Yeah. So you're contributing to its downfall, but whatever. I seen LexCorp in there. I seen
the city looks very futuristic.
Yeah, very. What is Hollywood's insistent need to make every single Latino-led film about fucking familia, dog? Like, why is it that that's what they feel like? I mean, don't get me wrong. We are about family, and we have, like, hella kids, and, we do shit like that. I recently had one, so, like, it happens. But when we care about family, but who doesn't? But it always seems like, it's always like, and they said family a lot in this movie, so, I mean, in this trailer, so I was like, they're really leaning into that aspect. It doesn't really seem like there's big stakes. It didn't seem like there was anything really happening besides him and his family in this trailer.
Yeah.
It seemed like, oh, they're going after me, and then you're getting help from grandma with a machine gun.
That shit looked funny. I thought that shit looked kind of funny.
George Lopez, getting help from him. We seen at one point he was driving the ship. I'm assuming that's where Jaime jumped off in that one scene and, caught by.
The scarab.
I don't know, man. This movie they made it into a theatrical cut, or a theatrical movie, but it still screams streaming to me. That shit still screams like streamy. It doesn't scream take my money. It screams you could wait a little bit. You're good, man.
I don't know.
How'd you feel about the trailer?
I thought it looked kind of nice. A little better than the first one, I feel. The CGI still looks kind of weird. Like, it gives me Shazam CGI vibes, which is not a good look. I don't know what it is. I'm sure that's the bigger budget talking, which is insane. The city does look sick. I will admit that. It does look very futuristic. If that's the DCU we're looking for, like the futuristic vibe we're looking for, that's a good start.
I vibe with that,
that's
too.
A good
I seen
start.
like LexCorp. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah,
like
I
the
saw
futuristic like Ace Chemicals. It's
Yeah.
super fast. It's like a
Yeah.
blink and you miss it, but
I
it's
saw
cool.
that. It does look cool. I don't know who the bad guy is.
Probably an original again.
Maybe. I have no clue what they could be referencing with that. I don't even know if that lady in the military, I don't even know if that's the Reach. You know what I mean? Like that, like his big bad or whatever, or the group that he faces, because they're the ones who want to scare him.
Yeah.
Other than that, it looked kind of fine. I like no real big problems other than the things I just listed. It does look kind of average though.
I was gonna say very average. It doesn't scream like come watch me. It's just like bro, like another DC flick in the tube. It's a fitting end. It's fine. If they give us a barely passable movie, that I guess that's what we've come to just accept here at DC, and I guess they caught on, and now that's what we're getting here. This movie, it's funny because my hype levels for like Ahsoka and even that Wonka movie really like helped. I felt like a burst of energy after watching this trailer. It didn't completely drain me of life. I watched this trailer and it just completely just gave me a bad taste in my mouth. And that's just me being harsh and being a real asshole towards this movie, but yeah, but it's the way that it makes me feel like watching this. It didn't even bring excitement, and this is not even me holding on to all the baggage that's been happening. This is just me watching this trailer and me actually giving it a genuine chance to have wowed me. Did not do that.
Yeah, it's weird. This movie just it gives very average vibes.
Very average, mid.
Yeah, but we have to go see it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
We're obligated to go see it
in theaters.
Yeah,
this movie does not scream theater material, man. This shit
don't make me have to sweeten the deal and buy you the ticket.
Okay, just sweeten the deal then. Sweeten it. If you buy the ticket, I'll buy the snacks. That's fine. Because I don't want to leave you hanging. I feel like we're in this together to the very end with Aquaman 2. So I mean, I will give you that. It's just, man.
All right,
I was low key. A little part of me was hoping you'd say, "We'll wait till streaming."
We can't.
A little part of me.
We can't.
We can't or you can't.
We can't.
We can't or you can't.
We can't.
You saying we a lot. We can't or you can't.
Because it's we, us, together. From Black Adam to now. We cannot. I will not go unless you go. And if I have to buy the ticket, I will buy the ticket.
Why do you want to go, man? To be heartbroken again?
We have
to feel what you did with the Flash again? You've seen how that movie devastated you.
This movie cannot rob me because the Flash robbed me already. If I get robbed twice, Aquaman 2 will be streaming. I will tell you that.
Black Adam didn't rob you?
No, I like
You didn't feel Shazam didn't rob you?
Man, they kind of robbed me. I'm telling you. This one.
Okay, so
this one could have
in
something.
your book, this is your third strike. My third strike was with the Flash.
This could have something, man.
My 13th reason was the Flash.
Let me tell you, the Flash took both strikes. So I don't.
Well, we're running on fumes with DC, but I guess we'll watch it and we'll see what we can get out of this. And if I really need a Blue Beetle cleanse, I'll just go put on Young Justice. That has a great.
Yeah, that show does really good
with Blue Beetle. I love it. Moving on to our last topic, though, we have why does it keep playing when I click on the damn thing? Moving on to our last topic, we have a new movie from Ridley Scott and Joaquin Phoenix called Napoleon. We all know what that's about. Now, the last time we seen this duo on the big screen was back in the early 2000s with Gladiator. First of all, Joaquin Phoenix is a madman at acting. He's fucking great. He goes bonkers.
I want to see Beau is Afraid. I haven't seen it.
Bau's Afraid.
I thought it was Beau.
No, it's Beau. I don't know. I don't want to see it. I heard it's bad.
Really?
Yeah. It looks like it's trying to do what what's that one movie? Oh, well, I do want to see it because of Joaquin Phoenix, to be honest. It just seems like it's trying to do what Don't Worry, Darling did. Try to make it seem like it's going to be like this trippy ass movie, but it's going to just be too confusing to even understand. That's what I feel like it's doing.
Maybe. I don't know.
But I'm down to watch it only because of Joaquin Phoenix. Whenever it comes on streaming, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Napoleon. I wonder how they're going to, because Napoleon's this short dude, right?
So, yeah, he's supposed to be short.
And Joaquin Phoenix is kind of tall.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get him at angles. They're going to be like down here underneath his nose. Yeah.
Let's give him a GoPro.
All right, let's jump into the trailer. Let's see if it can cleanse me of the Blue Beetle feeling.
No doubt you've seen the chaos in the streets. We must make an example, or France will fall. What would you do if this assignment of defense was transferred to you?
I promise you brilliant successes.
Those credits.
What is this costume you have on?
This is my uniform. I led the French victory at Toulon.
What is your name?
Napoleon.
Has the course of my life just changed? Napoleon.
I'm destined for greatness. But those in power will only see me as a sword.
I suggest you take the throne as a king.
Shall we vote?
This vermin has held the world hostage with his egotism and his lack of simple good manners.
You think you're great? You are just a tiny little brute that is nothing without me.
All of Europe is uniting forces against me.
What's the outcome of this if you don't succeed?
Your Majesty, we are discovered.
Good.
It's a trap!
I'm the first to admit when I make a mistake. I simply never do.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
Yeah, that looked really good.
That's a good movie. Wow. Ridley Scott does it again. I don't even give a shit. You seen that fucking flex he just did?
Yeah.
That fucking Gladiator, The Martian, fucking, oh my God.
Straight up credited everything he did.
Very nice movie. And you seen how they made him short in the trailer? Very nice. Very nice.
Very accurate telling of Napoleon.
Yeah. I hope we get, and I'm pretty sure because they said tyrant and everything. Napoleon is like notoriously known as having, that's where they get that saying, that short man syndrome, having a short fuse, being very angry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, he's this conqueror who, you know, gets very peeved off when, you know, people talk shit and very easily, and he'll just demolish your whole fucking kingdom because he was just that pissed off. It's great. This looks very accurate. Looks very historic. There is a couple battles in there that I read about in school. That I just can't wait to see. I love sword battles. I love shit like that with cannonballs hitting, you know, the guns having to reload and everything like that. I love like old movies like this. It's very nice.
Yeah, no, it looked good.
Is this your cup of tea?
Yeah, I like historical pieces. I know there's not many, but yeah, this looks cool. I could vibe with this movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
very nice. And it's gonna be in theaters, and it's being made by Apple. I thought it was just gonna be like a iTunes exclusive or the Apple TV exclusive.
iTunes exclusive.
Sorry,
Damn.
That's not even around anymore.
God damn.
I thought it was gonna be like an Apple TV exclusive, but it's actually gonna be in theaters and in IMAX. So that's a W. Yeah, that is a W.
Looks fucking good.
And he looks like he's gonna give a performance. If you guys can't wait for the Joker, fuck it, just watch this one, man. This one might be.
This one might hold you off.
Yeah, very nice. Very, very good washing of Blue Beetle. Thank you, Napoleon. I appreciate that. Good job.
Napoleon.
Good job, Ridley Scott. Appreciate you. But with that being said, we're gonna end it right here. This is all we got. We got more videos to record tomorrow. I've been very busy, hard at work for you guys because we don't know if this writer strike is gonna be happening. So we got to make sure that we have content to give you guys.
Yes.
So with that being said, if there's anything that we missed, there's something that you guys want us to do, want to see, if there's a topic that you guys want us to talk about, something we should have said that we didn't, a movie you guys want us to review, if you guys want to support us in a big way, Josh, let them know where they can let us know.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at FilmBros Podcast. We post when new episodes are up. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you want us to cover, like you just said. Listen to us on the go, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, and YouTube, because we are all now caught up at FilmBros Podcast. Support us in a big way. Buzzsprout links are in the bios of the socials I just gave you. You get shout outs and special perks made for subscribers only, so go ahead and do all that. And then, like I said, just subscribe to our YouTube.
Yeah, and with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.